Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's session. This is our Back to Basics series. Today, we're going to be looking at how to navigate a website. As we get started, first, we're going to start off here in our Connected Learning hub on our website. So this is a new area of our website that is here for you to explore, that houses all the content that from AT&T as part of the Connected Learning program. So when you come to our website, you'll see you can go to the Connected Learning section. And from here, we have a number of resources available. We have resources for seniors, like yourselves. We also have resources for caregivers and for youth to check out on here, all provided, as I said, by AT&T. But today we're going to be exploring some of the content available through our senior resource hub. And we're going to be talking about how to navigate a website. So how today is going to go down is we're going to go through AT&T's navigating a website course together, and then I'll add a little extra information and detail on top of that. But this is going to show you, one, how to navigate a website, but it's also going to get you comfortable using these resources for yourself. As you can see on our site, there are tons of different resources here available to you for learning new things, from how to navigate a website all the way down to video conferencing and things about cybersecurity, online frauds and scams, and stuff like that. But this will serve both as an introduction to these resources, as well as a course on navigating a website. So here we'll just click on Take a Course, and it should take us here to AT&T's Connected Learning course. And all we have to do to start taking any course we'd like here is visit the page, and then we can just click Start Course.
Getting around on the internet is a lot like navigating a city on foot to get from one place to another. Just as you may visit a store, a school, an office, and the library in person, you can visit websites of those places to accomplish tasks. When she starts out, Jane needs to make choices about where she wants to go, whether in person or on the internet. Sometimes she may make a wrong choice, taking her in the wrong direction. However, when that happens, she can retrace her footsteps and change her course, so it's not a big deal if she makes a mistake. In the next lesson, we'll follow along with Jane while she searches the internet to find her public library website. Today, Jane wants to visit her library's website. To do that, she uses a search engine to search for it. In this example, Jane is using Google. First, Jane opens the search engine using her web browser. Next, she types the name of her library into the search box. As she types, potential search results come up automatically. When Jane finishes typing, she hits the Enter key on the keyboard to submit her search. In the list of results, Jane's library is the first choice. Sometimes Jane may need to scroll down the list of results to find what she is looking for. Once she finds the link she is looking for, she can click on it to go to the website. Go ahead and click on the link to the Seattle Public Library to get to the site.
Now, the great thing about these courses is that they are interactive. So not only are you going to be watching videos, you can also participate. So in this example, it's telling us to click. So we're going to click where it said on the Seattle Public Library website.
Great. Jane is now on her public library's website. Jane can use the same steps to find any website she is looking for. For example, her healthcare provider, her child's school, or the community newspaper. In the next lesson, Jane will explore the different parts of the library website. Click on the blue button to end this lesson.
All right, so we'll end that lesson. Before we continue to the next, let's take a look at, again, what we just learned. So we learned about how to use a search engine to find a website. So here and in the example, it looked like they used Google. Now, Google is obviously the most popular search engine out there, but it is not the only one. So you may find yourself using Google. You may also find that you can use websites like bing.com or duckduckgo.com to do your searching. Again, this is Google, but other options do exist. However, they all pretty much follow the same format. You won't see anything too different. So I'll give you an example. So here's Bing. You can see just like Google, there's just a little search section where you can write what you want, right? Doesn't look too different. And then there's also something like duckgo.com, and a bit slightly different of a format, but we'll see. We just basically have a search bar on the screen and we can use that to search. So they all function very similarly. So as we saw in the example, Jane went to the library website, but you can use this to find anything. Say you're looking for a specific website, like maybe you're looking for our website, Cyber Seniors. You can just search Cyber Seniors and we should pop up. Again, we are the first thing that pops up. But if you're unsure about the website, you can always look just above where it says the title and you can see the actual URL of the website listed. So here we see cyberseniors.org. That seems familiar and legit, so we can click on that and you can go down and you can see, because you will get options and websites when you search something that may not be the exact website, right? Like we're listed on 211 Ontario, so it says Cyber Seniors here, but the actual website that lists links to is 211ontario.ca/cyber seniors. So you want to pay attention to that as well when you're clicking onto websites off of a search. Now, on top of being able to just search for a particular website, you can also search general queries. So maybe you don't know the exact website you're looking for or the exact content that you're looking for. And so you can use this search tool to search for other things. So maybe you want to search for the website of a nearby cafe, right? You can just search that term and you can see that different websites will pop up this way. So this is another way we can navigate the internet, is through general searches, not even specified searches. Sometimes we don't know where we're going or want to go. Sometimes we just have an idea of where we want to go, right? Or if I want to play cards, I can go card game website, and I can search for websites where I can play cards rather than knowing that I want to go to crazygames.com, right? Like here. Right away, I might not know that that exists yet. So we can search generally for things. All right. So we'll move on now to the third lesson.
In the last lesson, Jane used Google to search for her library's website. Jane is now at the home page of the website. In order to find her way, Jane looks at the parts of the website just as she would look at her surroundings when walking through a city. Looking at the parts of a website can help identify possible paths to take. Most websites have a menu of navigation choices at the top of the page. Many menu choices outline the main sections of the website. You can click on these sections to browse around the site. You can often find your way around on a website using the navigation menu, since the sections serve as directions to where you're going. Just below the main navigation menu is a section with featured content. Many websites include featured content in this space on the page. Many websites also have a search bar near the navigation menu. Just like a search engine searches the internet, the search bar on the website allows visitors to search for specific information on the website they have visited. While Jane is browsing around the website, if she happens to make a wrong choice or wants to do something different, she can always go back to the home page by clicking on the logo. Most web pages have a logo or website title on the top left. You can usually click on this area to go back to the home page. If Jane continues to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, she sees what's called the footer. The footer usually appears on the bottom of each page and often includes basic information about the website or company, contact information, and more. Now that Jane has taken some time to look around the home page, she's ready to find information on story times for her children. Click on the blue button to end this lesson.
All right, so in that lesson, we obviously went through how to navigate a website, and obviously every website, it's going to be a bit different and have its particularities. So let's take a look at a couple other websites to see how we might navigate the same way. So first of all, we'll start off on our website, on the Cyber Seniors website. This doesn't look too much different from the library website we were looking at there. Has a lot of the same features. And again, there will be differences, and some websites will be set up quite differently. But for the most part, websites generally follow very similar setups because it's more user friendly, right? Websites don't want to be, people don't want to make websites that are difficult to navigate. They kind of want to make them a bit more homogenous so that people know how to navigate a website that they haven't been to before because it will have very similar pathways. So here on the Cyber Seniors website, you can see that at the top, just like the library website, there is a sort of header menu where we have all these different parts of the website that we can navigate to, right? So we have the About section, the free tech help section. Another thing that you'll often see with these headers is that sometimes there'll be a stagnant button, like this login button is just a login button. But sometimes they actually create these drop down menus. So if you hover your mouse over a button, you might get more options below, more specific options. This is a very common element. So it's something to be aware of that I can either click on the top button or I can get to a more specific page within this section. So this is something we see a lot to be aware of. This white site also has a search feature right here. And this is often, as they said in the video, located on the top of the screen and often on the right side of the screen is where we tend to see this. So we can click this and it brings down a search and we can search. We also have the logo here, as was mentioned in the video, so I can click on any other part of the website. So say I do click on About, and this logo should remain here. So I can even go to Volunteer, and the logo will always remain there. And this makes it really easy to get back to the home page. Generally, when you see a logo like this in the top left corner, you can click on it, and it will take you back to the home page. We see this a lot across the board on the internet. And then on the page itself, here we have the sort of main information of the website. We can click into certain things that we see here, but we can also scroll all the way down to the bottom. Some pages will be more simple. Some pages might be really long with lots of information and sections. Ours front page has quite a bit of information. But at the bottom, again, as was mentioned in the video, we have a footer, and this also shows different parts of the website that you can get to and access. This is often where you might find a phone number or basic contact information for the owner of the website. So whether that's the library or us or your local restaurant, oftentimes they'll put their phone number or email in the footer. So if you can't find it elsewhere on the website or it's difficult to find, try scrolling to the bottom. You can sometimes find additional information down there. All right, so let's jump back into the next lesson.
In the last lesson, Jane looked around at the different parts of the library website. Jane is ready to find information on story times at the library. The event calendar option in the navigation menu seems like a good place to begin. Would you help Jane and click on the event calendar link in the menu?
All right, so here it wants us to click the event calendar link, so we'll just click it up here.
Good job! Now that Jane is on the event calendar page, the navigation bar changes so you can see that you're in the event calendar section of the website. It's common for the navigation bar to change in some way, so website visitors have a hint about where they are within a website. It's similar to a "You Are Here" pointer on a map. On the right side of this page is an area called the Sidebar. Sidebars often have additional information or provide more links and navigation options. On this page, the sidebar gives more ways to get event information, including a calendar and types of events. In the main area of the page, Jane can see the upcoming events. Since Jane is interested in story times for her children, she scrolls through the list of events to find what she's looking for. The virtual children's story time looks like a good choice. Jane can click on the title of the event to get more information. Would you give Jane a hand by clicking on the link to Virtual Children's Storytime?
All right, so I'll go ahead and click on Virtual Children's Storytime here.
Great! On this event page, we can see that many parts of the site remain the same. We still have the navigation bar up top. We still have the search feature available in case we want to stop browsing and search instead. We still have a sidebar with additional information related to the main content of the site. And we still have the main content area to look through. Websites are easier to figure out when they have the same parts on each page, like this one. Jane is now able to see all of the information about the event. It looks like a great choice for her children. In this course, we followed along with Jane while she reviewed the different parts of a website and navigated the website to find information. Why don't you give it a try? Click on the blue button to end this course.
All right, so in that last section of this lesson, we learned how to navigate and find other information on a website. So to walk this through in real time, let's again go to our website. So here on our website, as you can see, as with the library website, there are a lot of options of places to click up top here. There are also some stuff going down around here. So say I wanted to, in this case, find what services that we as cyber seniors have to offer for older adults looking to learn technology. So we can see here we have this to browse all of our free programs and services. Click here. So we can just click here as it suggests. And this takes you to a new page, right? And this new page has a bunch of other options of things we can click on. And oftentimes this will happen on a website, especially if it houses a lot of resources or information. Sometimes clicking on finding information is as simple as clicking on one button and getting to the location, but there are times where we might have to click through a few buttons to get to where we need to go. So we need to learn to be able to make sure that we can read pages properly and pay attention to what we're looking for. So in this case, say we're looking to sign up for our daily webinars, we can open this page and I'll see, oh, here, there's a way to sign up for daily webinars. So I'll click on that. And here you can see that we have all of our daily webinars available. If you just scroll down, we can see them listed by date, order of date and time, and we can scroll down and we can sign up for any of these. Now, say I clicked into the section, but it was the wrong section, that's fine. If I want to go back just one step, I want to go to the top left corner of my internet browser, and generally you should see a back arrow, and that's where you click to go back a page, right? So on the website itself, I can do a basic full reset by clicking the logo, which takes me back to the home page of the website. But if I just want to go back one click or one step in my browsing experience, I just want to click that arrow there. So then I can click into another sections. Maybe I want to click into our cybersecurity center. I can check out what's here. And then maybe I'm done with that. I can go back and I can click this arrow. So that's another way of navigating. We don't need to be too precious about where we click when we're on a website and when we're looking for information. Go ahead and explore. Don't be afraid that you're going to click on something wrong. If you end up in the wrong section, you can always, again, start fresh by clicking the logo to take you back all the way to the home screen, or use this backwards arrow to take you back a step to the previous page you were on. So that's a really important thing about learning to navigate websites. Some websites are better than others at helping you navigate to the information you want. Sometimes it's more obvious. Sometimes information on a website is a bit harder to find. It happens. What you need to get comfortable with doing when it comes to navigating online is just being able to explore and learn what pathways you need to get to the information you need. If you are on a safe website, you generally don't need to worry about going somewhere unsafe on the website, but you should have protections in place built into your internet browser should you stray somewhere that's maybe not as safe. So you can pay attention to things like this little lock icon on your browser. If you see that and that's locked, that means you're on a safe and secure website and you can kind of click around and explore. If ever you see that this lock icon up here is not locked, it's unlocked, or it says that the site is not secure, that's when you want to be a bit more cautious about how you proceed and maybe go back to where you were before. So that's just a couple things to add about navigating and finding information on websites. As I said, a bunch of websites might look different, so you can get the hang of it by just clicking through. But a lot of the things remain pretty constant on websites. Again, we often have this top menu bar. We often have this logo in the left corner. We'll often have a search option, and we almost always have this footer at the bottom. So we can count on those constants to help us figure out how to navigate a website, and know that those things will usually be there, but know that there might be some differences in terms of the content that actually exists on the site. Now, if you like that lesson and you want to be able to access more, as I said, we have all the lessons provided by AT&T available on our connected learning section of our website. So you can always head here to cyberseniors.org/connected-learning